nativity theme because we got so many requests from all of our friends to bring in more pieces in the nativity, and who better than our friend Valerie Parr Hill to come to our rescue with something that is sculpted and breathtaking. This is Mary, Joseph, and the Christ child, and I think you're going to be thrilled with how these turned out. Yes, they are oversized and perfect for David's Big Christmas. Tremendous number of requests for something like this. Another brand new item in our show, and we have it in 2 different decorative treatments. Now, the one you're looking at in front of me is called ivory. So, of course, Mary and Joseph have on robes and gowns that are done in the ivory color. You can see the creche, the Christ child, wrapped in swaddling clothes. Just beautiful. Joseph holds a lantern. And then we come over to our traditional choice, where they are painted in more earth tones and blues. These are indoor and outdoor safe. They do not illuminate. They are absolutely stunning, and they're oversized and perfect. And for so many people, the reason for celebrating the season. We're excited to have this for you tonight. Let's invite in my dear friend, Valerie Parr Hill, whom I've only seen on television for months and months now. It's nice to have you back with us, Val.
David, what a joy to be with you and see your sweet smiling face. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of the program tonight, but especially for reaching out and asking if we would help you create some oversized, outdoor safe figural nativities that folks could use in their yard to really speak to the season in such a powerful way.
Well, and it does that. I should say, Miss Valerie, these measure a full 36 inches tall. And when I talk about the tallest portion of the trio here, of course, that's Joseph. So you're looking at 3 feet in height. This is, as you say, a dramatic statement.
It is. And I love you used the word sculptural when you introduced it, and I thought, oh my goodness, yes, that's the perfect word to describe it. Made from this wonderful, durable polyresin that has this wonderful weight to it, and then a beautiful carved look to it as well. The stone base. I love that baby Jesus is built into the sculpture, built into our beautiful scene here. So often, if he is a separate piece, it's too easy for him to be dropped and broken, and we really didn't want that to happen. So that was a thoughtful choice, and I think it was the right decision. So I love that he is here, as you say, wrapped in his swaddling clothes, lying in the manger. Mary, her hands folded in prayer, and then Joseph, it's interesting, his pose, it's as if he has one hand on his heart as he holds the lantern with the other.
Indeed. And I know we can shoot over top of this, and so I'm hoping that we can push in with our camera, shoot down so you can see the Christ child a bit more. The detailing, which is so spectacular, something like this really becomes so important and impressive. You can see there the Christ child lying in a manger, as we know from Scripture, and you can see the beautiful, beautiful display, this trio, and Mary holds her hands in prayer. The baby Jesus is wrapped in swaddling clothes. I'll tell you, Valerie, and I know you know this as well as I do, go into the marketplace, you see very little nativity of any kind available at traditional retail. Go into these stores where they have all the great big Christmas decorations and whatnot, you just don't find it. That's why it was so important that we would include it in our show tonight.
Oh, thank you. Well, David, I love that that's important to you, and it's important to me. And you know, it's interesting. I have a neighbor who does a beautiful light display in their yard every holiday season. It's like their gift to the community. Beautifully done. But at the center of that display, David, is a beautiful nativity.
Well, let me say also real quickly, Valerie, of the 2 color choices, we got some updates. So let me update you on that. The first one that we're showing you here is the ivory choice. I have fewer than 150 of these to go around. When we asked Valerie to help us with these, she said yes, she would help, but we wouldn't be able to bring in large quantities of these because they're very special, they're very ornate, they take a while to produce, and so we don't have a lot to go around. In that ivory choice now, fewer than 150 left to go around. Our traditional is the more popular choice, and I have 350 of those now left to go around, but I believe we maybe brought in a few more of those.
We did,
But
yes.
do realize, look at the rope belt around Joseph's robe. I mean, Val, you left no detail untouched.
Well, and the other thing I love about this, David, not only the sculptural aspect that you spoke to, figural, and that all the way around, it's dimensional, but I love the weight of this. There will be no concern at all when you place this in the center of your yard. If that's where you choose to place it, there will be no effect by wind whatsoever because it's beautifully weighted. And I love that we were able to make it outdoor safe. Many of you will want to put it on your porch, but you know what? It can walk right on into your yard, your garden bed, maybe surrounded by some lovely evergreens, but beautiful weight, beautiful quality. And the hand-painted detail, you're right, David, it really is exceptional.
And you know what I would invest in with this, Val? I would invest in a spotlight. So in the evening, you could spotlight this, get one of those small spotlights that you can, with a stake, that you can push into the ground, and then you can aim the light right toward your nativity scene. And I think that would be so special as part of your outdoor decorating in the evening.
You're exactly right, because if it's not illuminated by, and it really does need the light shining at it toward Joseph's face and Mary's face, and you could point it that way. That's a great idea, David.
Yeah, I think that would be so important. And I know for a lot, we just saw some lovely photos, Val, of this out in your yard. I think about this, and I think about this in areas of your yard where maybe you go out in the morning and have a time of devotion and prayer. Maybe this would be part of that. Here are those photos again in Valerie's lovely yard. So really gorgeous how you might place this and let this become a center piece and focal point.
Well, and it is of that stature and statement, David, that it absolutely could. I'm just so thrilled that you reached out, that this was so important to you, and this was a year ago that you were experiencing this void in the marketplace.
Exactly.
And that you would reach out and say, can you help us, do this right? So that vote of confidence means a lot.
Well, I know anytime we ask Valerie to get involved with something, it's going to be extra special, and it is again tonight. Let me say that we are very, very busy. You should also be aware these will ship out on the 28th of October, which is this Wednesday. So today's Thursday, it'll be about 6 days from now. Yeah. So the 28th of October, we'll ship these out and we'll have them ready to go. If you want this ivory choice, fewer than 150, and in the traditional, fewer than 300 now to go around. Valerie, thank you, my darling. So good to see your face.
Thank you, David. Love being with you. Be well. I'll see you real soon.
You do the same. Thank you so much. All right, now, we also